Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Final Fantasy II: Dawn of Souls. And since the last time I came into Altair here, and I rested up at the inn, sold off some excess equipment, did all that good stuff, and now we're going to check in with the Resistance, I think, since they should have managed to get away. That volume seems a little high still. That should be good. Alright. Oh, she's not here. Where is she? Is she with the king? I would say she's probably with the king. I think we've got a cutscene. Gordon, Minwu, and Furion. I have one last request to ask of each of you. Please listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. I want you to lead our army. Do all you can to help Hilda. My liege, I swear it on my very life. Minwu, you know of the legend that speaks of an ultimate magic. It's been sealed away, and the seal may only be broken when the world stands at the brink of destruction. I believe that time has come. Do you agree? I do. The time to break the seal binding the Ultima Tome is upon us. Furion, I would have you go to Deist, home of the dragons. I was told that all the dragoons were slain and attacked by the Empire, yet I refuse to believe there could be no survivors in so noble a group. If we are to stand against the might of the Empire, I'm convinced we will need the dragoons and their wyverns. If you combine your efforts, the day of our victory will come. This I ask of each of you. Take care of Hilda. Your Majesty. We should save our tears for another time. We must carry out the king's last wishes. We each have our duties. Let them not go unfulfilled. And Gordon has left the party. Boo. When the Emperor first moved against Deist, we dismissed the attack as a mere skirmish, but the Emperor feared the power of the dragoons, so we won't learn that term. Some say the dragoons can speak the language of the wyverns. When you go to Deist, you may find wyverns that let live. A wyvern would make for a most potent ally. You should visit the port of Paloom and seek out a ship to take you to Deist. Or Dist in the original translation. Where's Hilda? Oh, hi, Hilda. Hee. Something seems a little suspicious there, I'm thinking. That being said, we should go get a boat. Sorry if I seemed a little bit lackluster in the last part of this. I was trying to look up how weapon and magic ranks worked, and it's a little complicated. Basically how it works is you take the battle rank of the enemy, you subtract the rank of the weapon or spell, and then you add a flat multiplier for its first use in battle. So for magic, it's 2. For weapons, it's 1. And after a certain amount of XP, and in the NES version it's 100 XP, you'll be able to get a weapon rank. Now, in this version of the game, the number of uses has been decreased dramatically for anything under rank 10, I believe. So that's why you have to fight certain enemies. Now, if you use a weapon multiple times, it will get an additional point every time you use it. So you can get multiple skill ups per battle, but it's pretty slow going on low rank enemies. I would not expect to see above much of an 8 or a 9 by the end of the main game unless you're really grinding, I don't think it's very necessary, though. Most spells cap out their effect, like their special effect, at 8. Additional ranks just give an extra chance to hit. More important is your magic and spirit and strength stats, which determines accuracy for things. You folks looking for passage to Deist, are you? Well, this be your lucky day. Just so happens me ship was about to leave for Deist. Be you wanting a ride? Doesn't this seem a little too convenient, Furion? Maybe it is, but there aren't any other ships going to Deist. We're just going to have to trust her. My name's Layla. I'll be waiting outside the city for you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're set to go. I'm also going to try and slow down my speaking. I think I speak a little too quickly and might slur a bit. Also, if you want your MP to increase or your HP, you must have lost 1/8 of your total value in a single battle. Which is why higher level spells you'll see MP going up. Lower level spells you won't really see much MP gain unless you're casting 3 or 4 spells a battle. It also means it's best not to repeat cast spells. They only get the big bonus for the first cast. Trust in Pirates doesn't say much for the space you got between your ears. We'll spare your lives, but your loot be ours now. What's this? Is it a fight you be wantin'? You really are stupid. Get 'em, boys. 8 pirates, this is actually not all that dangerous, given the fact that, well, to be fair, only 4 of them can attack at once anyway. Yeah, so let's go hit one with a fire. We'll pop a cure on everyone, just to get the skill up. I suppose while we're going through that, I could look up what pirates' stats are. Interesting. I do want to start getting on the rank 5 spells. So we'll do that one there. We'll get a blink going. Final Fantasy II Pirates, 90 hit points. They don't drop anything. They're not strong against anything or weak to anything. So it's not really much of a fight. I doubt they'll really be able to hit us much. Yeah. The reason, by the way, that evasion takes so long to actually go through to get a level up is that you have to be attacked at least 2 times in a same rank battle just to get 1 point towards the next rank of evasion. So keep that in mind. And I'm just blowing through MP to blow through MP here. We will do a physical attack in a moment, but this is a good chance to get some MP skill ups. I'm a little low on MP, at least I think so. And it's very rare we get long enough battles to really change that. Let's see here, I think it was Blizzard, so why don't you go ahead and do warp for me? And you're out of MP, so just hit something. So yeah, that's kind of how the mechanics work. Magic defense has a chance to go up every time you're hit with magic. Yeah. As your evasion gets higher, your agility has an increased chance to go up. Keep that in mind. And we'll do Scourge now. Did I have anything low? Nope. Pardon the cough. I guess next round we'll start actually swinging. Or maybe. Scourge is doing some pretty decent damage. Furion. Oh, that's all your spells, so... and that was all of your spells, so we can just kill these last 3 off. It shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, and pirates are rank 1. So I wouldn't expect to get much besides MP growth out of this particular battle. Oh, hopefully we'll get at least that much. As you can see, this fight is not really a threat. they've hit us all at once. Though, I've really got to get my strength up. HP, Magic, Blizzard, HP, MP, Knife Level, HP, MP, Strength, Magic. Ooh, we got a lot of skill ups for that one. Enough, I know when I'm beat. Go on then, do what you're gonna do and be done with it. What are you up to? You want to fight the Empire together? A bunch of outcasts like us, fighting right alongside the likes of you? I think I like the sound of that. To your post, boys. Whether it be Deist or the bloody edge of the world, we'll get you there. Layla joins the party. Ostensibly, she is with the party the longest out of any of the fourth party members. So, yeah, it might be worth giving her some things. She starts with Thunder at level 4. But, you know, we've got some extras, so let's go ahead and we'll give you Fire. And we'll give you Blizzard. And we'll give you Scourge, because I'm not going to give it to anyone else. Alright. And then another big thing is she's dual-wielding a dagger and a longsword right now. I would much prefer she put a... I don't even want to try and pronounce it because I'll say it wrong. Also, I would like to remove that from you and give that to you. Gives lightning resist a bunch of defense, and it only is a -1 to your magic stats. So, very nice. That Deist is in the upper right-hand corner of the map there. It's a little interesting to get to. This world map is odd. I'll put it that way. And I am really low on MP. Did I remember to buy any more cottages? I've got one left. So we are going to have to go to a town in the near future, I'm thinking. What's the easiest town to get to? Boy, not a lot of options here, are there? Deist isn't actually a town. You can't buy anything there. I guess we could go to Altea. Switch early option. If you notice, there's not a lot of stuff on this map. And there are random battles on the boat. Alright, let's see here. Just need to get anywhere with a town, really. I just want to buy some cottages. We are going to need quite a few of them going forward, and we've got quite a bit of money saved up, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Five should be good. We've got 5 ethers. Let's go ahead and get 5 more. We will end up with a lot of money in the long run. We are going to need some when we get to Mysidia, but we're a ways away from that still. Alright, so now we need to head to Deist. We could also head to the Tropical Cave, but I'm not particularly... Well, we should, actually. We'll make a slight detour. We'll go to the Tropical Cave. Although there's no real need to go there quite yet, and some of the enemies can be quite difficult. You go a little bit more to the west. Ooh, sea snakes and killer fish. Let me get some attacks queued up here real quick. Still working on that. Sea snake. Sea snake has 300 hit points, is weak to lightning, resists fire, resists poison. So keep that in mind. Oops. Look at that. So this is definitely going to murder him. Get a blink going. Get a blizzard going. And then killer fish there. Killer Fish has 100 hit points, weak to lightning, strong against fire and poison. And yes, we're still just leveling up magic a little bit here. I need to do some battles in just pure physical attack, but as soon as everything's level 5, that will probably be when I resort to more normal attacking. There we go. This is kind of what every battle looks like for me. Though, actually, this is a little more magic intensive than I usually do, but I need to get my MP up, and multiple castings is the only way to really do that. There we go. How'd we do? Furion got an MP increase, excellent. And a magic increase, and a spirit increase for Guy. Very nice. Magic, by the way, doesn't really determine magic power that much. It determines magic defense and how many MP you gain when you get an MP increase. Alright, we should be almost to the tropical island. I guess to the left, actually. Somewhere in here? Ah, down low. Here we are. So this is a dungeon that you do have to come to later, but we might as well get it a little bit out of the way now. Oh, red moose. These are going to be some of the more annoying things you have to deal with. 100 hit points, they have insanely high defense. They are weak to lightning, resist ice, absorb poison. So keep in mind, you're not really going to be hurting them much. So we'll go ahead and hit that one with fire. And we'll hit that one with fire. I'm not going to use Scourge on these. There are limits to my masochism, though actually, to be honest, I don't think I'll get the chance because I'm pretty sure her Thunder spell is going to finish this battle off pretty fast. She's pretty quick. Would be nice to see some spells go a little higher up. These are rank 3 enemies, by the way. This whole cave is full of rank 3 enemies. So don't expect to get many skill ups if you're at rank 5 or 6 on your stuff. Where you got fire and int, spirit and agility, and fire and blizzard. Ooh, very nice. Very good little level. How we do? Eye drops. Good to have. Alright, we go this way. Ah, a little bit of poison there. The high potion. Ah, yellow jellies. That's something new. And of course, Furion is a bit low on magic at the moment. So we're gonna thunder you. And we'll do a cure. And we'll go fire on you. Yellow jellies have 45 hit points, are weak to fire, weak to ice, resist lightning, absorb poison, and resist all other kinds of magic. And they have very high defense. So keep that in mind. They die fairly easy, as you see, even to very low level magic. That poison, though. Alright, we did thunder. Let's try and warp you. And we'll blink. And we'll hit you with blizzard. And all in all, this battle should end fairly quickly. Poor Scourge doesn't get to level much on this floor. There are enemies other than mooses and jellies in here, though you wouldn't know it from the battles I've been getting. Warp is starting to miss a lot more on these enemies. I'm a little... Well, these guys are all resistant to it, so that's probably why. So let's go ahead and we'll thunder you. We are going to do life on everyone. And we'll do fire again on you. just to get this battle over with. I do need to go out and use that cottage again, because I am really low on MP already. And this is why I want to get my MP skill up just a little bit. I'm not getting far into dungeons now while practicing. Ooh, guy got an MP increase though, which is nice. That's right, I'm poisoned. Do I have an antidote? I have several antidotes. That will work. Another high potion. So we're going to head out, and I'm going to use a cottage real quick. I'll meet you there at that intersection. Alright, we're back at the intersection here, and I just went out and refilled my MP and HP, and I've already used a ton of it. Those moose enemies, by the way, are very nice for raising your physical attack abilities. Evade, agility, strength. Oh, something new. We have a stunner. I don't think we've seen them yet. Maybe we have. Anyway, let's berserk. And where are we at? Warp. Still have not gotten a cure level up, which is surprising to me. Anyway, stunners have 100 hit points. They are weak and strong to nothing. I guess we didn't count them with Dreadnought, but I'll pretend we didn't. And they are rank 3. I don't know if they count as were creatures. They might. I have a werebuster I could test it out, but I'm not too worried about it. Either way, we will probably be making very short work of them. Ah, cure went to 5. Good for you. And I can actually use Scourge on these. And we'll have you use Blizzard. Anyway, this is what most battles look like for me, just going down the spell list. I decided I want to be at magic level 6 before I leave Dazed. Preferably. Though we are only on rank 3 enemies, I could probably stop at 5. Still, I'd like to get as far into magic as I possibly can as early as possible. Because it does get progressively harder to keep skilling it up. I feel like it's Scourge turn. I don't remember anymore. We'll do physical attacks on everyone next round. I don't know, I think he needs to do blind. But the 2 female characters get to do their physical attacks. Poor guy just spends his entire time casting spells. He is technically my white mage, so I'm not overly worried about that. And yes, these battles do take quite a while this way. Right, you should use blind, but you can attack. You get to use protect. You can attack. This battle will be over next round, most likely. Definitely over next round. Just in case he gets it off, he did not. As you can see, fighting battles this way does improve your stats quite noticeably, which is good. So we want to go up and around. Oops. We want to use Asuna. Oh, this is not the right way. We can go up and around here. Yeah, there's a few jelly battles on this floor. I swear there's... And after that rather long battle, Furion is up to 7 sword skill. I need to switch him on to something new. I think the staff will work for now. How are you doing? You're at 6 spear. I can move you on to something else as well. How about you grab the Sleep Blade? How are you doing with bow? You're only at 4, so you're there. And her knife skill is going up a lot, because she's dual-wielding knives. Spider Silk! Had to use a couple ethers. By the way, use ethers in battle if you can. And we've got dual deads, which are a little different than dual heads. Which is to say, they're pretty much the undead version. Standard undead resistances and that sort of thing, so nothing major there. Anyway, dual deads, 300 hit points, weak to fire, strong to ice, absorb death. They're basically just your standard undead sort of enemy here. Moving on. Hey, guy finally finishes bow level. So I think we'll switch him to... Let's give him a trident for the moment, and put his ice shield back on him. And put him in the front row. And we're going to head down a floor. Almost got everybody up to level 5 magic. Those dual dads, they pack a little bit of a punch. So let's go ahead. We've got the most MP. Just give everybody. And give it extra. Actually, Layla can suffer. She's a 4th party member. She'll be replaced sooner than later. Surprisingly soon, all things considered. Alright, so let's see here. We're going north. If you heard that in the background, that was my dad, who I'm house sitting for. He finally came back. He may show up on a... That was a very long fight for a very little gain. Up here we get Sleepgrass. Pretty much does exactly what you would expect. It casts sleep on things. And let's go down here real quick and see what we can find. Ah, Poison Toad. We have not encountered a Poison Toad yet, so let's look up what they do. I bet you they poison! Let's see here. Poison Toad, 300 hit points, weak to ice, strong against nothing, pretty run-of-the-mill. By the way, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but do yourself a favor and use items in battles. Don't use them on the inventory screen if you can help it. They are far more effective when used in a fight. So I've got... let's see if Scourge actually works on him. Oh, it does! No absorb. Well, that's good. Wow, she is absolutely destroying things with that dagger. You also have to remember that she is... surprisingly, the first left-handed character you actually get in your party. I'll Scourge again. I want to get it up to level 5 so I can stop using it. So you do want to make sure when you're equipping her that she has the appropriate weapon in her main hand and the appropriate weapon in her offhand. I actually think I currently have her set up reversed, but I will look at that after this fight. Hey, Silence landed! But yeah, if you're looking to up weapon skills or shield skills, this is the place to do it. Those red mooses are pretty good. Now see, if we go into her status, she is left-handed. So actually, what I would be better off doing is putting her dagger as the main... No, I do want it in the offhand because it is actually meant to be an offhand weapon. It's not meant to be a main hand weapon. I don't actually know if the game cares, but I care, darn it. Actually, I think that mithril knife is significantly better than the dagger. Oh, yes it is. Let's have you use the mithril knife. And actually, we're checking statuses here. You're still at 5. You have made it to 6 with swords. What do I want to put you on next? We'll give you the Werebuster for now. It's a pretty powerful staff, and you do need some staff skill. Alright, continuing downward. We made it to base. Oh, Fearing got his staff level. Yes, he did. So he needs to go to daggers, or axes, or spears. We can put him on... sure, mithril axe, why not? How are you? You're on spears, right? You've still got a ways to go. And since we took a bit of a beating last fight, do a couple of those, and continue to look around. So where are we now? Ah, yes. Here we have people who talk about a mask, and if we look around, there should be some merchants. And so if you're running low on ethers, I used a couple, you can purchase ethers and potions and high potions here. So don't be worried about using your magic, because the enemies do drop a good amount of gil. We are going to want a demon spear. That will be fine. We could get these, but we'll have access to gold ones soon. I'm not that worried about it. Mostly I wanted to upgrade the weapons because, while it's not a significant increase in damage, it is a increase in damage nonetheless. I need to buy the demon spear. Oh, I did. It is better than trident. Awesome. Anyway, you talk to these guys, they all say the same thing. You know, take mask. So that's what coming down this path did, which is good. Yep, those Mooses are definitely worth a little bit of practice on melee weapons. Alright, we're back to floor 2, so let's head east. Alright, heading east. Hey, we got some increases here. So you're 6 with spear, 6 with staff, 6, so I would really like to give you an axe, but I think you still need an axe, right? Yeah, you're still at 5, so we're going to give you a knife. It's going to be a dagger, which is awful. How are you doing? You are equipped with the spear, and you are at 6, so let's give you... Oh, I actually didn't even check to see what you needed. Silly me. You need staff, so we can go ahead and give you the mage's staff. That'll work just fine. And we'll continue on. So in here we find a Scourge Tome, in case you didn't pick one up earlier from an enemy drop, though I find it unlikely they drop quite often. Head to the lower right-hand corner here. We got a Blind Tome, in case you didn't get blind. Hey, we got an antidote. Good. We need an antidote because poison frog's poison. Who'd have figured, right? Who'd have figured? Alright, so we need to go over here. And another Scourge Tome in case you really needed a Scourge Tome again. Hey, got a strength increase in that last battle. Always nice to see. Was falling so far behind in strength. And we get another Blind Tome, just in case you need another one of those, though you can... No, you can't buy that spell to drop, but it's fairly common. Hey, we got an ever-coveted evasion increase in that last battle. Very nice. Let's see here. Garlic, good against the undead, not that you need it. Alright, let's see here. So we just got the garlic, so we need to go up and around. Well, let's see here. Our poor little pirate is having a rough time with things. Let's go up a little bit. Continue on. Just a big loop around here. Layla's getting a lot of strength up, so that's good. Alright, next floor. This is where we start getting all twisty back on ourselves. Let's go this way first. Head back up to base. Hey! Axe went up. Nice. I want to put you on now. You need to go on spear. Do I have my spear available? I do. So we're going to put you on spear. And we're going to put you on the axe. There we go. Did not mean to go back that way yet. Let's head up here. Getting gradually stronger. Phoenix down. And a monster in a box. Shadow, Wraith, Ghouls, and Ghasts. Oh me, oh my. I don't think we're going to have a problem with these. I'm pretty sure, as you would expect, they're all pretty weak to fire. You can cure them. You can life them. They're undead. They're not going to live long. Or unlive long. If I hit any of them, I hit all of them. So if you think a leveled up life spell isn't useful, well, there you go. That's what a level up life spell does to undead. Alright, heading over to this corner here. We'll find another stairway up. So we're back to basement 3. Pardon me as I check my map real quick to see where this is all going to make us end up. It gets a little confusing at this point. This is the way I want to be going. This is the way I want to be going. Good. So we're going to go up another floor here. Or down a floor. And go through here. Short little jaunt. Ah, a wild horn. I don't believe we've encountered these before. By the way, one thing to keep in mind, those poison toads are rank 4. Compared to the other rank 3 enemies in a lot of the dungeon. Wildhorn here, 300 hit points. This is a rank 5 monster. Very nice. They have no weaknesses, no strengths. They do have 35 defense, so they can be a little rough to hurt if you don't have a very good strength score. Speaking of strength, strength agility boost, can't complain. Agility will start to exponentially increase because it's based on your evasion. And the higher your agility, the higher your evasion gets. The higher your evasion, the more likely you are to gain agility. And so it's a self-perpetuating cycle. Monster! Nothing we haven't seen before, but as usual, I'll keep the encounters in for the monster in the boxes. And none of these guys are weak to anything, so I guess we just beat them on the head. Graffiti implements. I really need to get Maria some strength. Like, she's got a pretty decent weapon in her hands, and she is just not doing damage. Yeah, hopefully some of the damage she's taking will let her actually get some stamina and hit point increases, because she's also not very tanky. She's supposed to be your black mage of your party, I think by design. But still, it's a little annoying. No such luck there. Let's see here. You need to be using... what? Daggers? Ew. Bows? Ew. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it this dungeon. I will grab their switch around weapons next time. Let's head back. Yeah, we're starting to get agility increases almost. Let's take a look here just to show you kind of what's going on with agility. Agility is 19. Agility 31 on Layla. 27 on Furion. 42 on Maria. Maria is a little hard to hit, I'm thinking. Let's take a look. 99%. I could probably equip her with some heavier armor, and I probably will. No reason to have her maxed out on evasion like that if I can avoid it. That's the nice thing, is you gain enough skill. As you gain skill, you can afford to wear heavier armor again. Actually, while I'm checking, so your strength is 25, 18, 23, 23. Yeah, she's way behind in strength and stamina. Yeah, not much more than Furion. For some reason, enemies seem to target Guy a lot, which is nice. Well, they're slowly gaining hit points. Speaking of which, let's get ourselves some hit points back. Stamina, by the way, I thought it increased defense. However, it flat out just increases the amount of hit points you gain with levels, so keep that in mind. So we need to go this way. Head up to the corner. And just a quick stop over for a chest. It's a death idol. It casts some spell. I tend not to use the in-battle items. Their effects aren't powerful enough for me to care that much. Ooh, 1,000 gil, though. Yep, encounters go a little faster when you can afford to not spend half your rounds casting spells ineffectively. Alright, so we've got one treasure here. Hey, Guy got one of those lovely evasion levels. He's up to 3. 2, 3, 3. She just doesn't get targeted enough to get her evasion levels up, which is a pity. Anyway, that's a sleep tome. That's our last treasure in this dungeon. Well, our last random treasure, and we're going to heal up a little right now. Because it's boss time. Alright, that was the game trolling me a little. It's boss time! Itgard Mask. Why we know there's a mask in that chest, I don't know, but here we have bighorns, which are very similar to wild horns. And we get boss music! They have 1,140 hit points. They're only rank 4, oddly enough. They have 4 accuracy, though, which means they're quite dangerous, all things considered. So let's go ahead and berserk everybody. They have no elemental strengths or weaknesses, so keep that in mind. We're going to blink everyone, and then we're going to kind of want to lay into them, which might take a while. Blink will help. Keep in mind they have 50 defense, so they've got pretty good defense on them. If you've got Berserk, especially if you've got it ranked up fairly well, you may want to cast it a couple of times, like I'm going to. Let's do Blink, let's do Protect, just in case they do manage to land a hit. A Berserk does stack on itself, by the way, so do keep that in mind. It may be a little important for this fight. Because they are only rank 4, I wouldn't worry too much about what you're using to fight them with. Like in this case, I'm actually going to just hit them with a single target fire. I think it's going to be more effective than my weapons. Significantly more so. I might want to Berserk even one more time. Unfortunately, I don't have the haste spell yet. I don't remember where we get that, or if we get it for quite some time. It is, much like all the buff spells in this game, considered black magic, which is really strange to me. One thing I have not mentioned before, and it might be relevant here, when you multi-target an offensive spell, it increases the damage by 1.5 times, and then divides it among everything on the screen. So if you're down to a single target, and you are just trying to finish it off, if you multi-target before you hit the target with an offensive spell, it is more likely to do more damage. But as you can see, this fight's a little bit rough for us. Probably because I don't have a lot of strength. Darn, who would have saw that coming? And it doesn't matter which element spell we're using, so go nuts. Second one's still not dead. There we go. As you can see, though, we could just, and in fact, I'm going to just start doing normal attacks on them. If you've been wielding a shield the entire game, you've been wearing light armor, your agility's high enough, Blink plus your normal base evasion makes it really hard for them to hit you. You figure, okay, I've cast Blink on everybody, it's level 5 Blink, it means their evasion score, their number before the percentage, increases by 5 if it hits all times. Which means if they have an accuracy of 4, I have an evasion of, let's say, 7. I think most of mine are 8, but poor little Maria there to the 7, their chance of hitting, they have to succeed on a roll every time, and I have to fail almost every time for them to hit me at all with Blink. This is why evasion is kind of king in this game. Except against magic enemies, but magic doesn't do a lot of damage. So keep that in mind. Hey, axe level. Ooh, evasion! Yay! There's that evasion I was looking for. And in here, we obtain the Black Mask. We have no idea what this is for. We have not been told about the Black Mask at all yet. But it is important. And if you step on here, you will be, thankfully, transported right outside the dungeon, where I'm going to go ahead and use a cottage. The reason I bought all of these. And then we're going to save, and I'm going to call it a part, because while this will probably be a fairly reasonably sized episode once I'm done, I've actually been recording for almost 2 hours just for this part. We'll see how it turns out. But until our paths cross again, have fun and stay safe, everyone.